It's gonna get real. It's about to get real, real. Real, real, real. It's gonna be good.
Getting to play at Matt's table is a dream come true. It's just so gripping and fun and entertaining.
I think it's been really exciting to watch Matt take the reins of Calorum.
The moment I heard the scuttlebutt that Matt was going to come in and run Ravening War, I was like, oh, he's going to be perfect.
Hi, welcome to the chaotic side of the dome that I've infiltrated.
My goal when I began to do this was to give the players opportunities who are familiar with the world, to have them like meet characters of lore and be like, oh, that's them and that's cool. And you know, I wanted to have that excitement. I wanted to give them silly opportunities, and then I wanted to crush them. I wanted to crush their spirits.
There's a brilliance I don't really know how to explain.
Can't think of like a better person to take on the role of GM for such a like fantasy-filled Game of Thrones-esque world.
We've been doing Critical Role for a while, and then, you know, doing the weekly show and kind of exploring our narrative through Exandria and stuff with our group of nerdy voice actors, and hadn't had an opportunity to really work with Brennan much over there. Asked him if he'd be interested in kind of going into the deeper Calamity history of, you know, 1,000 years before the main story in Critical Role, what he was able to weave and create in this space that I had initiated and created with my friends. It was a sense of pride and joy that I can't really express. I love that collaborative feel and being able to kind of take something I built and pass that to somebody else and watch them make even more magic with it. I think almost jokingly, offhandedly mentioned, well, shit, we gotta have you come over and, you know, run something in the dome sometime. You know, like the Ravening War. And I was like, yes, the Ravening War. Didn't think about like the seriousness of, wait, we could actually do this, until he came back around and like formally was like, no, but are you genuinely interested in doing this? And I was like, yeah, if you guys are down, I'd love that. The game of do you want to chicken eventually led to production meetings, and then we were off and running.
Don't look at me!
Matt hits us with the exact same hammer that Brennan threw down in season 1.
Creating something whole cloth gives a lot of freedom, because anything you say is law, and there's nobody to refute you. Stepping into something that's pre-existing comes with the comfort of knowing that you have building blocks already that you can just kind of continue to build off of. So there's already solid ground. It was a lot of research, because I wanted to make sure that I understood a lot of the world. I can never understand it on the scale that Brennan did, because this is something he created, but I wanted to respect it as much as I could and honor all that. After our first couple meetings, I basically said, give me everything that you have about the history and lore so I can kind of find something that narratively excites me, but also pays homage to the lore and the world that, you know, you'd already created. And so this massive lore doc was put together by the folks here at Dimension 20 that went through a breakdown of all the different cultures and kind of the basic history of how these cultures began and how they've intertwined. So it went into the cultural touchstones and inspirations for each of these different kingdoms. It made me very happy, because it's the kind of thing that I write for myself. Overall, I wanted to ensure the players had a good time, and I wanted to ensure that the creator of this world was proud.
I'm blown away. No, Matt's like an incredible GM and is like amazing, beyond expert storyteller, but it's also like nailing all this stuff about Calorum. That's like there's a lot to know about that world. And I'm just sitting there remembering my weird knowledge about it and being like, oh my God, that's a deep cut. Like, I recognize what that is.
Dude never misses, period, and this was just a moment for him to come in and shine.
Nailed it.
This is Brennan's world, and he's an incredible GM, but he's also an incredible player, and I wanted to ensure that he was at that table, because I wanted to gift him with the opportunity to play in his own world, like Abria had gifted to me with Exandria Unlimited. Gave me more opportunities to throw some curveballs at the players and throw some curveballs at Brennan, the man who knows all this history, and you expect to probably have a strong idea of where it's going, until I kick his feet out from under him. Kick his feet out from under him, that's the phrase.